Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm covering, could the Minnesota Vikings really do this? Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates, all the breakdowns. Let's get right into it. Looking at the offseason, and you've seen a plethora of moves from different teams. Guys that we've seen for years and years at a time on one team are now switching sides. Contracts are terminated. Guys are fired. Guys are being hired in different places, and you're looking at some of the biggest moves of the offseason. So one of the most underrated moves that I think is Adam Thielen leaving the Minnesota Vikings and now picking up a 3-year contract with the Panthers. You got to think, Adam Thielen is not only a hands guy, he's a possessions guy. You're looking at a pretty good blocker, a pretty good wide receiver in general when he's healthy. He struggled with injuries the last couple of years, but when he's on the field, he's right. The biggest question I have, Kirk Cousins is still Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook is still Dalvin Cook. Justin Jefferson is a hell of a wide receiver. But is Justin Jefferson going to be enough to take the Minnesota Vikings over the hump? Will his play a wide receiver, even though it was dominant last year, even though he's been growing every single year and he's been really over the top, does he have what it takes to lift this Vikings team in spite of Kirk Cousins to the next level? So when you're looking at Kirk Cousins, he's a solid quarterback. He's not elite. He's not upper echelon. He's not top tier. He's just a pretty good quarterback that you have. He's not bad, but he's not great either. So when you're looking at the way that the Vikings are built, they're pretty balanced as far as the offense, but you do see them get after the pass a little bit more. They've gone through changes from a defensive coach to an offensive coach, and you're now starting to see them build more offensively. So with letting Adam Thielen go, you got to ask yourself, who's going to step up and be that solid number 2 receiver? Who's going to help take some of that pressure off Justin Jefferson? And I don't think they have that on a team. I don't think they have that in the draft, and I don't think they're going to get that in free agency. Odell Beckham would be nice, but I don't think Minnesota is entertaining that kind of thought. So when you're looking at this, could a DeAndre Hopkins be in the conversation? Possibly. But I don't think Justin Jefferson has enough in him to carry this team. It's different when you have like a Randy Moss. It's different when you have, as Randy Moss had Chris Carter. It's different even when Randy Moss was in New England. He had Wes Welker. You have somebody to take the pressure off that number 1 guy, so you can't just double him. Because when that number 2 gets cooking, you have to figure out some way to stop him. And when you try to do that, number 1's on the island by himself and whoop, throw the ball up. That's what it is. So with the current state of the Vikings, I don't see a move that they can make this offseason unless it's like a DeAndre Hopkins that they can move to do this. So the biggest thing is, okay, what do you now do with the Vikings? How do you go from a team that made the playoffs and got bounced to, okay, we're making the playoffs, now we're making noise? How do you get to the point where, because your division, you got to look at this, the Detroit Lions are on your ass. Let's just be honest with you. With the offseason that these teams are having, they're re-upping. The Bears are getting better on offense. They're re-upping. Green Bay's still up in the air because you don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers as far as the trade and if he'll be traded or not to the Jets. But Minnesota, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to do something because I don't think Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook is going to be enough. We've seen that dog and pony show already, and I don't think it's one that's going to be one that's going to get you through. So all you Minnesota Vikings fans chime in. NFL fans chime in. Get in the comment section. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to lift his team higher? Do you think it's going to be the same results? Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus on the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns, and we'll see you in the very next video.